All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man in front of me right now, who could easily be an actor, easily be a musician. You got that rock star look. You're tall. You know, you've got the stubble, like not better than me. But medium wave Dave. Dave is in front of me, who just went. We just worked together in my last program. And Dave, I wanted you to just jump on and tell everybody who you are, what you do, and maybe where were you before sort of jumping in with me.
Yeah. Medium wave Dave, real name Dave Gulick, but kind of go by medium wave Dave officially now. I am full-time in real estate. I am an investor primarily, buy creative real estate all across the country. And then I'm an agent in the luxury market of the Hamptons, work underneath the Eklund Gomes team. And where was I before this? I understood the concept of personal brand, but I hadn't really taken any steps yet. And I knew the power of it for my business long term. Yeah. And that's where I kind of, came across Jay through a mutual friend.
Yeah. And Dave, like, tell everybody, like, what was the main thing that you were looking for support with, like, jumping in?
Honestly, for me, it's accountability was the big thing.
Yeah.
It was just kind of having, it's like, once you mentally commit to something and you throw down good money and you have someone kind of keep it on top of you, it's, none of this is difficult. And, any business, I'm sure any of you watching this can say like, hey, your business at the end of the day isn't that difficult. It's literally just showing up every single day and completing tasks. And it's the same thing as building your personal brand.
Right.
So, I like to cut the line. I like kind of paying for mentors that know, that are where I want to go and know where I want to go and can kind of like, shorten that learning curve.
Yeah. What was the first win for you that you felt when you work with me and the team?
For me, it was stopping thinking and trusting the process. You told us to go live and I was like, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I guess I'm going live now. And then just kind of showed up and just kept going live.
How was that for you?
It was awesomely painful. It was everything it was meant to be. It got me doing things out of my comfort zone. It engaged my followers, and then it started the wheels turning on, okay, this isn't, not that it's not sustainable, but at the end of the day, I have goals. There's a reason I'm trying to build a personal brand and things I'm trying to accomplish. So now I got to kind of, hone it in a little bit on like, hey, what am I putting out there? Knowing that it's not about me. It's about who's watching this, what value are they getting? And then how can I take them on a journey to essentially, get what I'm looking for?
Yeah. One of the things that I saw change with you is that you got clearer, because I remember that was a bit of a problem at the beginning, like the vision. Where do I want to go? I want to do this, but I'm a bartender. You're a performer like me. How do I mix the brand in? But I noticed throughout the 30 days together, when you started taking action on just the simple stuff, you got clearer on your own end. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, you helped me clean a lot of things up. And that's it. It just literally comes from getting in it and creating new problems every day.
Yeah.
Going in conversations and just like paying attention, right? Listening to the feedback. And it gave me a ton of clarity on like, wow, okay, like I get it now. This is what's going to work.
Yeah.
Don't try and reinvent the wheel and just show up and do it every day. Like this is a long game, you don't build a person overnight.
Right.
So just getting that bigger picture.
To share with some of the audience, what were some of the other tactics that you saw or throughout the program that you're like, yeah, I see why this is going to help?
A lot of so the big one, honestly, was understanding that I don't know where people are going to find you. Just because I use Instagram doesn't mean the whole world does. And if I'm going to put myself out there in a big way, I need to clean up my LinkedIn. I need to clean up how I appear in a Google search. I need to clean up my Facebook. Any way anyone can come across me has to be consistent. It has to be consistent with the conversations I'm having and the end goal. One of my end goals is to raise capital. So I have to appear as someone trustworthy. People come give me money. So there's some content that just wasn't consistent with that has to take a back seat for now. Not that I have to hide that part of myself. It could always come back in a different way or in the same way or whatever. But for now, if I have clear goals, I need to do everything in alignment with those.
Yeah, absolutely. And for some people, they like thinking like, my gosh, like 3 days a week for 30 days. Tell everybody why that was a win for you. Because you didn't have any problem with that, but some people I've heard in the past, like it's too much in a short space of time. What would you just say to someone about that 30-day window?
Honestly, I had a huge problem with it. Like before I went into it, I was like, man, I'm so overwhelmed right now. Like the last thing I need is something else on my plate. But I did it because it's that important to me, right? I love the small group aspect, and I love that on 3 days a week, like it shouldn't be overwhelming, right? But like there's homework, there's assignments every day. And having at least that weekend off to catch up a little bit helps. But like the beauty is, it's like, hey, are we going to do this? Like you don't have time to think, and that's the whole point, right? I didn't want time to think, because overthinking things for me is one of my challenges, right? So if I just like, that's it, we're doing this, we have 30 days. And that 30 days, like I knew going in, I'm not going to change my life forever in 30 days,
Right.
but 30 days is going to set me on a path
Right.
that continue will change my life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man, you're a lot clearer. Like you're light. I feel you feel, to me, you feel lighter.
Yeah,
You know,
thanks.
you don't feel as bogged down.
Get out of the ocean.
Yeah. Listen, man, a little bit of ocean ain't hurting anybody. No, but I'm seriously, when you came in, and obviously you didn't know me, you were introduced to me from Sam, but like you came in with a lot of confusion. And I'm really happy that we got through a little bit of just like that mental fog, that mental clarity. We cleaned it up for you, So it's great, man. So
Well,
last thing, yeah.
such a small group, you can really get that personal attention. And there were times where like sometimes I was the only one on, or like one other person came on, which is crazy to me. And so like we really got some good one-on-one time. And like even when there were other people on, you'd make sure to give the personalized attention that everyone needed to kind of get their little breakthrough wherever they were at.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm big on that. I've been through programs myself, and you feel like you're a bull in the gate with like another 100 bulls, and you're just there to watch and listen, and the instructor chooses his favorite one or the pretty one. So, it's like, okay. So, okay, final question. What was the one thing, if you're going to say for someone like who's on the edge, like, why do I need this? Why should I do this? What would you tell them?
Dude, if you're on the edge, just do it. If it's even in your brain that this is something that's important to you long term, like you just got to pull the trigger and commit. Right. Jay is going to be there to push you and make you uncomfortable and keep you accountable, and give you the tough love when you need it, and give you warm fuzzies and hugs when you need it. But that's his role. Like he's there to get you out of your comfort zone and do the things that, like, if you say this is important to you, just do it. Stop over. I came in all over the place, and now I'm like, boom, I know where I'm going.
Dude, I love that. I love that, man. Well, look, before we go, Dave, so that everyone knows you're not an actor, where can they actually learn about you, man? You're a bartender, but where can they learn about you?
Was a bartender.
Yes. No, that's still part of you. That's still
it. I have nothing to hide there. I love that part of my life. That was a huge win at life for me. But Medium Wave Dave on Instagram is the easiest way. I actually do have Medium Wave Dave pretty much across all platforms. So if you search that on Facebook, it should take you to my page. On YouTube, to my channel, which I'm about to start turning up the volume on. I'll be probably going live daily around noon on YouTube starting in the next week or two.
Great.
The longer format, that'll be a great place. But slip into my DMs on Instagram. That's where I communicate with most people.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jay. Have a good one.